Just the fool, I thought I knew you act different when you pop too. I hope these words get through to you. I hope these words get
through to you. YouTube! What's good, everybody? Aphectz here. Today I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be going over Panthers Gun Bunch Part 2. I'm going to give you a couple more plays to keep in your arsenal. These should get you, you know what I'm saying? You'll have everything to beat every coverage. And I just clicked something wrong. You have everything in your arsenal to beat every coverage. Now, it's all about execution. You can have, you know what I'm saying, every play to beat every coverage, but you need to also execute. So get in the lab, find what works, get comfortable making the reads, get comfortable making the throws on proper timing. That's all bunch is, proper timing and making the reads and not missing a read. If you want to be a good bunch player, don't miss a read, make your proper timing. A lot of stuff is going to be very close, like 1 second off the throw. It's a pick, 1 second below it's a dot. So it's like you got to get used to throwing the timing as if it's like muscle memory. So get in the lab. What I recommend is practice your play and then random play. Run the same setup versus random play because they'll give you every single look, and just keep getting consistent with the reads. Okay, boom, man coverage, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna go against random play for like 3 minutes just to show you guys the setups, but like just for the first play. But this is kind of how you want to lab, right? So you want to go random play. I'll give you so versus verts, right? So what did I do? Did I just pick a random play by accident, like on offense? But so first setup we're gonna go over is verts, right? There's a couple setups to this that like pro players like to run. You know what I'm saying, good players in bunch, not always pros. Some people are just really good, you know what I'm saying, and they're not pros. So this is like what you're gonna see. So let's go over random play just for a little bit, right? So random play, boom, right? So one setup, I'm gonna show you the 3 setups. So the 3 setups is drag the tight end, right? Other setup is seam streak the tight end, right? The other setup is just stock to quick hike, right? And then you can have the tight end on the low ball, right? And then the other setup is put RB on a streak, right? And then so it's like a seam streak. This is versus cover 2. And you also have this on a drag, right? So something like this with the motion or wheel route. So versus cover 2, what happens is you have this seam streak versus cover 2. You have this wheel route on the sidelines versus cover 2, and then you have the drag, and then you have the running back table route as checkdowns if you're getting blitzed. So those are the 3 setups, right? So just keep those 3 setups in your mind. I'll write them in the description as well. But yeah, just those 3 setups. So first setup we're gonna go over is just drag the tight end, right? So this is versus man coverage. You got this guy beating him. If you have backfield mismatch or something, that's going to be a safety and not a linebacker, so it's going to be a little bit closer of a throw. So make sure you have backfield mismatch. If you want to have backfield master to like run up, because backfield master on Christian McCaffrey and Reggie Bush is like 1, and it gets you the abilities, and you get better route running or catching one of them. So you can run that, which is really good. So because you can add an angle route to your halfback, and that's what a lot of people in bunch are doing now, angle routes on their halfback. I'll show you the setup that basically beats man all the time, and so that's why it's hard to run bunch on man. That's why I stopped running man coverage on bunch. But yeah, so this setup, easy money. Like I said, have your tight end with route apprentice, deep route runner in the outside bunch. And then in your slot, just a fast guy, you know what I'm saying? Good route running if you want. Something like that. Boom, easy. Take your drag. This is a pretty easy setup now versus cover 3. I'll show you guys the cover 3 beater in a second. But yeah, just get comfortable with throwing. Get comfortable like throwing the setup. Just drag the tight end. Get comfortable throwing that setup all the time. Once you get comfortable with that setup, try switching up. You got the seam streak, right? That was a bad read. I didn't realize he matched. But you have the seam streak. You also have the drag. You see them trying to blitz like that. You got this guy right here. You got that's like if the user plays low, obviously it's no user here, but you have to decide what the user wants to do. If the user plays low, you can do the same thing. Easy money. It's a bunch of routes. It's easy because you have the drag to the left, running back route to the right. You got it's you know what I'm saying, you got everything. You got this right here right over the linebacker's head. Just be careful in what you might have to just wait a little bit, because if the safety has a good click on, they might be able to make a play on that. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But like something like that, no, but like the safety that was at linebacker, I doubt it. But yeah, I'll show you guys it versus cover 3. This looks like cover 3. That looks like cover 3. I'm gonna show you guys a cover 3 beater right in a second. So to bomb cover 3, if you see them coming out in cover 3 to bomb it, so let's say they don't have a cover 3 right here. So the same setup. This is cover 2. I just looked real quick. So this is cover 2, right? So if cover 2, you got this wheel route to the sideline, right? And that was a crazy swerve. Only works because he's 6'5", right? With taller guys, you can swerve this year easy, but that would never work versus like a short guy like Tyreek Hill. The ball will go over his head. But versus like cover 2, I'll show again, right? This is cover 3, right? Yeah, this is cover 3. So this is cover 3, right? So this is cover 3, right? So versus cover 3, what you want to do is you want to put the solo side on the out route, smart route it, so it's a 10-yard out route, and then that running back, you could either keep it or block it if it's like cover 3 with no pressure. But obviously I just took a peep, so it's that corner is blitzing. So what's gonna happen is that out route is gonna pull down that deep third, and then the crossing route is gonna be wide open for a touchdown, right? I just got bleacher blitzed from the corner. Who used to do that? Was that Skimbo that did that in like Madden 18 or 19 when he used to bleacher blitz off the corner? I think it was 19 when everybody was running 3-3-5. And they used to send the corner, but he would send the corner from the opposite bunch side on a bleacher blitz. But yeah, so let me go versus cover 3, right? This is cover 4, cover 3. All right, so in cover 3, to bomb cover 3 easily, solo side on a smart route or out route, block your running back for extra protection. You don't have to, just roll out, easy money, and that guy matched to him. But your guy's gonna be faster than a linebacker. But if they have like a mid read or something that matches to your guy, sometimes it's gonna happen. But all you have to do is put the guy in a out route, and that's pretty much simple. So now I'm gonna show you guys to like specific coverages so you guys can see, right? I'm gonna go over another play as well. So let's go over cover 3. All right, so cover 3 buzz, right? Gun bunch halfback strong, right? I mean gun bunch offset, right? So versus cover 3, so you see it every time. Smart route, out route, boom, right? And just hike. Smart route, out route, and just hike it. And all that's gonna happen is he's gonna get wide open. And the safety's gonna realize it late, but all you have to do is just lead pass it up. If the safety realizes, oh snap, I just got baited by an out route. So that's what's gonna happen every single time. So you can just get used to it. You can roll out if you want to. You don't have to, but if you get a throw out of sack, that's what happens. That's why I say block the running back. Block the running back sometimes, because that's what's gonna happen. Sometimes you'll get like a throw out of sack. But really, if you have like Vic or somebody, you really won't get throw out of sack. If you have edge protectors, you shouldn't get throw out of sack, and then that's easy. Make sure you lead past that a little bit more up, like a little bit more 11 o'clock-ish. I lead past that more like 9 o'clock. But yeah, sometimes it's kind of because the zones are like sometimes like weird. So what happens is that guy was like, he's coming down heavy to play that out route. That's the same concept when you put guys on a smoke screen with the slant and the angle route combos. I'll show you guys like how to beat man coverage as well, like what people do to beat man coverage when they put guys on a smoke screen and stuff like that. It's the same exact thing. So this is how you bomb cover 3 easily. I'll show you guys this cover 3. I probably didn't show that, so I'll do it one more time. Just get used to throwing that, get used to practicing that. So versus cover 3, and the only way to stop that is to put your guy on a deep half, your corner. So if they put their guy on a deep half, right, that's how they're gonna stop it. Under pressure and accurate. So how would they stop it, right? You put your guy on a deep half. So all you have to do is Y, X, deep half. Now most people deep half the right side because a lot of cover 3 beaters come from the right side on like Z spot and corner strike as well. So people deep half their right side, but people don't know really about this cover 3 beater, so they don't really deep half that side. Now if they do that, what's gonna happen is it's gonna be a pick. He's gonna back all the way up. You see how he's backing up to him? So that's what's gonna happen. You could just wait to get a route bounce like that, but that's not always gonna. He's not always gonna route bounce like that. So yeah, I'll show you guys what happens if I throw this on a deep half. So if you put that guy in a deep half, what happens is he's not gonna get baited by anything like that. So what happens if I throw it? I have to like lead pass it under him, which can work, but if they have a good click on, you could probably maybe like swat it down, maybe make a play on it. But yeah, because this is it's not a streak and a corner out combo. The deep half See, the streak in the corner route is weird because this route right here versus cover 3, you see how on the you can throw it under the deep half because it's actually not like it's basically just a crossing route. So you can actually throw it under the deep half. That's what makes it good. But yeah, you can do that as well. Now let's show versus cover 2. Now versus cover 2, right? Tampa 2, right? So versus what I do. So versus cover 2, right? Let me re-choose the play. The reason why I'm going over verts for so long is because this is like something that you're really gonna have to keep in your arsenal for zone coverage. It's a zone coverage killer, so you got to keep it in your arsenal, right? Versus cover 3, and then versus cover 2. Now this is what you want to do versus cover 2. You want to get used to throwing this. This is a hard route to throw. Your guy has to have deep route running. So what happens is you have your drag on the tight end or the seam streak, right? So if you have your seam streak right here on RB, right? You have your seam streak, you have your two underneaths. It's good versus like vert hooks, good versus all of that stuff because it's if they play Tampa 2 with a deep blue or something like that, you got the drags, you got everything underneath, right? Even stock, right? I'll show you guys even stock. You can have this drag late, right? Even that first with the drag late, the vert hook's gonna play it and then he's gonna leave it because he's not in a hard flat unless they double flat that side, right? So even stock, right? You have that. There's a window though if that guy's like in a flat and not a vert hook, but yeah, even stock, right? What happens if he's not in a flat and he's in a vert hook? What happens is you got this running back wide open because the user's probably going to take the RB route, right, with the crossing route. So even stock, but you have your main route that what you're looking for this is this wheel route on the sideline. Once he crosses, right, you want to throw that lead. You just got to throw out a sack, but you want to throw it and lead pass it all the way to the right. So I think they stopped the motion hike, but you can motion it out right here. They stopped the motion hike, but you can motion that out right here and then lead pass it to the sideline. Now you want to lead pass it a little bit later than that, a little bit late, but you could basically motion hike this one in motion, but now you have to wait and motion it out. So basically you have this drag and you motion this guy out, and what happens is you throw it right there on the sideline, click on, make a little swerve catch. Don't swerve too hard like you did last year unless that guy is tall. If your outside bunch guy is calico, you can do that, but if your outside bunch guy is not calico, you cannot swerve too far because what happens is the ball is going to go over your guy's head, and that's what happens. People think it's because swerving is not like as consistent. It's just no, it's because your guy is not tall. That's just like lab sessions, but yeah. So like versus a tall guy, like look, versus a tall guy, you're more likely to catch the ball when you swerve. So like if I do a crazy swerve like this, like I moved in and out. You can't move in and out this year really like that unless your guy is tall, because basically you're giving your guy is a bigger catch box this year. Like last year you could like swerve with like reek and stuff like that because your guy had because it was like they didn't have the crazy catch box. So one right there, you see that how I swerved all the way inside and then got the jump. But if you're tall, that's gonna happen. But if you're not tall, I'll show you what you want to happen. Now you could also streak this guy to keep this safety in, right? You could streak that guy to keep the safety like occupied, so you could really throw it. Boom, right there. Now, I just didn't catch that. If you get that jumping animation, 20 times out of 20, you're going to catch that. So it's like, that's what you want. But you can streak this slot guy. So you can force them to keep themselves honest, right? So they can't, got the running back underneath. If you feel the pressure, hit your checkdowns if you feel the pressure, bro. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's very simple. Now, the reason why you might say, yo, this guy's going over vert so long. Bro, verts is, you can beat people with just verts. Cover 3 beater, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, like you got, like, you can beat people with just verts. But yeah, you have this set up as well, and then motioned out, right? I'll show you guys. This is not too much swerve. So this is like a regular, not too much swerve. You want to throw that, and then right there. That's not really, I didn't even swerve at all. So you want to throw it a little bit later than that. You have to time it, because if you don't time it, if you throw it too early, the cornerback will make a pick, but it's gonna be like it's a tight window throw. So something like you see him pass him, and then you throw it right there, boom, right there. A little bit might be a little bit later, but you gotta just get used to the throwing. That's why you want to swerve it, because when you swerve it, it like glitches out the DBs kind of to where they can't really make a play on it. Make sure you put this guy on a streak sometimes just to keep the safety honest, but you can throw it on the safety without, where's the cover 2? So something like that, boom, right there. Easy, no swerve, possession catch on the sideline over cloud flat's head, right? And then even if they are playing something like if they're not playing honest, you can keep this guy on a flat, right? So if they're not playing honest, you know what I'm saying? Boom, right there, easy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe keep that guy on a flat, keep that corner route, keep that corner just a little bit there for a little bit longer. But yeah, you have those couple setups, and yeah. Now we're gonna go over the man coverage beater. We're gonna go over curl flat as well, but we're gonna go over which is like really good as against zone, but the man coverage beater that like everybody is using right now. And like this, I won't say that people don't want you to know about, but it's like it's very popular what people are running right now. This is like the Superman beater. I mean, I guess nobody's really gonna run 4-3. They're gonna run like a cover, something like this, right? So like a cover, a nickel with more faster guys. I guess I'll do something like this, right? So let's say they have two curls, right? Obviously 2 curls, but you need to be able to put your running back on an angle route, and you need your tight end route, the tight end crosser for sure. That's the tight end apprentice. But some people don't use their running back on an angle route, but because backfield master on Reggie is only 1, I think it's on Christian McCaffrey too, it's only 1. So yeah, what you want to do, smoke screen your solo side receiver, which is YXRT, because I know some people don't be seeing it. Put your tight end on a crosser, put your running back on an angle route, right? Put the RB guy on a flat, smart route that tight end, same kind of concept as the before, but you have this angle route, right? And then you just do the same motion out, right? You don't have to motion out, but just the same motion out, right? And then what happens is that angle route gets wide open. Now, the reason they're going to be using something, right? So that angle route, what that angle route does is it gets so open, and they're going to have to use her something. Most likely they're going to use her to crosser unless they put their zone drops on. Now, if they don't use her to crosser, or they don't put their zone drops on, you have the PA fork route that's going to get wide open, right? Sacked. Throw out a sack. Yeah, I think throw out a sack, it has to be the worst thing ever. So yeah, so you have this guy on a flat, right? So this is the setup, right? And then what happens is you basically have every man beater, right? So you have a crossing route. Crossing route's going to beat man, right? You have the crossing route that beats man. You have the angle route that beats man, and you have the fork route that beats man coverage for a 1-play touchdown deep, right? And then the flat, what the smoke screen is doing is it's dragging down the curl flat just enough so that your tight end could get over it. There's no zone drops. It's also pulling down that guy that's manned up to him to isolate him. Because if you put this guy on the street, they can basically click on. So you want to isolate him. You're basically, the flat on the right side is isolating the curl flat or the flat defender just long enough to where your angle route creates an opening. And then the tight end crosser is basically just beating man coverage because it can't be pressed, right? So boom, right there. You have your fork route. Fork route got bumped a little bit. The fork route got bumped a little bit. Sometimes that be happening. It'd be weird a little bit, but sometimes that be happening. But yeah, like the fork route is gonna beat man 8 out of 10 times. Sometimes it's not, because sometimes it gets a little buggy. And then right there, fork route, boom, right there, easy money. Always you want to lead pass it away from the defender, even if they're a little bit like Mike Evans is not too fast in here. So even if that happens right there, you want to lead pass it away from the defender. You also have this running back. The running back route is gonna torch man coverage, right? It's gonna torch. I'm talking about torch man coverage. So the running back route is gonna torch man coverage, and that you can really throw this setup every single time versus man, and it's super good. So right there, easy run, easy money. That was a 3 rec right there. So just be careful if there's a 3 rec. It wasn't curl flats. People rarely keep their 3 recs, but if they do keep their 3 recs, you know what you can do the same setup at a double post as well. The 3 rec just bagged me. 3 rec just bagged the angle route. I had the tight end crosser, but it just bagged the angle route. That's what's kind of funny. So I guess if they do keep their 3 rec, I'm showing you right here. But if they versus curl flats, it's super easy. If they do keep their 3 rec, you have I'll show you versus curls. You have the angle route. Versus curls, you can get a 1-play touchdown too. All right, so if they put curls, right? If they put something like this, which is curls, you can get a 1-play touchdown, because what happens is, right? What happens right here is the curl gets pulled in by the flat, and he's going to guard the flat. So what happens is, if your guy's a little bit faster, he's a little bit faster, the curl won't be able to get him, and you can swerve up and take that upfield. So this is a little setup that's pretty like common that a lot of, you know what I'm saying, good bunch guys are using. You can do the same setup at a double post too, because instead of that fork route, you don't have to motion, so it's a little bit quicker. You don't have to like show that you're running this. So you can do double post, and the double post is gonna beat. I'll show you guys real quick what I mean, right? Better, easy to show you than to tell you. If it's already at 20 minutes, the guys won't hurt if it's 25, right? So the new bunch setup, so you can do the same setup at a double post, right? And so like this, right? So if they do two curls, right? So the same setup at a double post would basically be smoke screen, angle route, and then right here, you do the same setup out of double post, right? What happens is double post wide open, right? That was a little close. I don't know why he bagged that. I guess that's because it's Byron Jones guarding him. But you got the same exact setup versus everything. Boom, right there. The PA fork is just better because the PA fork is gonna get wide open, right? And you got this guy. The angle route out of the backfield gonna always beat man coverage. Probably the most consistent man beater this year besides the crosser is the angle route. So I got that. Got the double post route. The tight end crosser. That was a little. He didn't get a lot of separation on him. But Gronk is like what, 80 speed in reg, so it's 70 something, 82 something like that. It's super slow. But if you guys have anybody like, you know what I'm saying, that's fast, boom, right there. If they do have a 3-rec, low ball that, make a possession catch on it, it's easy money. So yeah, that's that on that. Let's go over cover 2. Another play to bomb cover 2 like really good, right? So if they have cover 2, this is another setup you can do to bomb cover 2, and this is just like the newer stuff that people are starting to run. Obviously, once people start running different stuff, I'll always update you guys. So right, this works versus man coverage too, but mainly it's like a good setup versus it's a good setup versus cover 2. So you have this out route, streak A, in route X. You have put the running back on an option route or just leave it. The reason why you put it on an option route because you have a check down, but smart route that in route, and then you motion out this guy, right? So what happens is versus cover 2, that curl flat, you see that route, that gets super. Oh my god. Throw at a sack is gonna be the death of me, bro. It makes these videos so annoying because they shed super crazy, bro. Edge protectors, you'll get a little bit more time than that. So you might want to block your running back. You can block your running back or put your running back on a curl, or I like the option route because he sits in a little bit different spot to basically give you opening for that in route. So right there, motion this guy out, and what happens is you're gonna get big yardage versus cover 2, right? And you can rack catch that up and take it. Versus this is what hurts me when I'm guarding bunch, and if somebody's quick hike and double post on me all game, it's cool because then I can start sitting in cover 2 and sending 5 at them, sending 6, right? But when they like max protect and then get this, they can get a 1-play touchdown like this, right? And hit that right there and get a 1-play touchdown because they're fast, right? They lead pass it up, swerve catch it a little bit, so they get a good rack, and that's what kills me. I'm not gonna lie, this kills me. So smart route the in route, block your running back for extra protection, and then right there, if they stop playing right there, that's the little swerve catch that you want to get for a little rack. If they stop playing cloud flats over there, or they put their zone drops on their cloud flats, right, what happens is you can hit this out route. This is only if I'm gonna throw it just now because I don't want to waste time, but if they do start zone dropping, you can motion this guy out and then you can hit that. Let's say they zone dropped. If they zone dropped like that, like if they start backing up to guard your that curl flat route, you can basically hit that and you can take it up the field on a rack. I'm just telling you that. But yeah, easy money. This is, you know what I'm saying, this is basically what people are, you know what I'm saying, running right now. The running back on an option route, that's what I like to do, just because, right, let's say they start blitzing or something like that. You got this little route right there, you got the little lope. So what happens is that option route creates a little opening for the in route. Like you do get sacked a little bit more because you obviously don't have as much time, but oh my god. But yeah, wait, what? Oh, what the hell is happening? Yeah, my controller's so finicky, bro. This was happening in freaking MUT. earlier. All right, so boom, right there. You see that? Once he stays on that running back, the vert hook stays on that running back, and then it creates an opening for the in route. Because what happens is if they try to guard the curl flat route themselves, this in route will be wide open, like super wide open. Oh, he just actually took it. I guess he good stuff. I guess that's the end to my video because I just threw a pick. Be careful with that option route. I just use it as the opening for the in route because it grabs the vert hook. But you can throw it, I think, earlier, like right here. So right here, look. So if you throw it right here, so you can like throw it as soon as it comes down. Like you could probably throw it like that, but just use it as an opening for the in route, or you don't have to do, because if you do it like this, you can wait. Now you can wait because the vert hook is gonna keep back into the in route, right? He's gonna play him a little bit longer, and then you can throw it. So that's the only thing. He's gonna play him a little bit longer because he's still gonna back up towards him like that to the side. So that's the only reason why I use the running back as an option route, right there. But that's it. I'll go over some more stuff. I think this might be all of it that I'm gonna go over. Obviously, there's more to the Panthers bunch, but I don't like going over everything unless, you know what I'm saying, people ask for it specifically. So let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm out. Peace.